Let's go.
So, hello, everybody. Good morning, and welcome back to the show, to another podcast with a special guest on the channel today, Mr. Peter Ho. His story is one of the most courageous, transformative stories, and with a deep healing in the life journey, from facing the harsh realities of homelessness and surviving an abusive relationship to rising as a dedicated hormone balance coach and a wellness advocate. Mr. Peter's journey is nothing short than an extraordinary journey for me and for all of us, I'm sure. So I would like to welcome you on the show, sir, and we are glad you could find a time for us. We would appreciate in case you could share a few lines about yourself, so at least the audience knows you better from the man himself.
Yeah,
You're
thank you so much for having me on the show. Super excited to be on, and it's very an honor. My name is Peter. I'm actually originally from Hawaii and now moved to California to really achieve my dreams. That what I thought was my dreams of being one of the most youngest tennis directors in the whole United States, or probably the whole world. I learned the harsh truth about that is that when we work for corporate America here in America, it's super different. It comes with a lot of greed, and so you know, actually, I did this business as um, my host here is talking about is I help people balance their hormones. I actually started that business before I moved to California, but took a harsh pause on it as I thought that there was such much more to it. Um, and as I go on, I actually got back into it back in October, and it's been the most exciting thing I ever have done, especially as last year was super tough with me as RT said that I came from homelessness. I went 7 months being homeless, five figures in debt, and being in a physical, mentally, spiritually abusive relationship that I never thought I would had. And a little bit of warning, I did try to commit suicide. I did try to give up my life, and even saying to my mom, tell her goodbye. And that was the biggest aspect that I could not fight through. Um, I really want to share that is because I know people out there are probably going through the same thing as me, not homelessness or abusive relationship, but having the feeling of wanting to give up on life. And I'm telling you guys, this isn't my first time I gave up on life, but it was my last because there's so many things out there for us to really explore and really share. And that's what I'm trying to do now is really giving people opportunities to really change their life, to really create that life that they want to do and whatever they dream to be to become a reality. So I really want to share that a little bit about it.
So thank you for briefing us about your journey, and it's really touching. And it's touching. Like it's a really emotional journey that you have had so far, and that was one of the most catchy element that I found. And I thought I should invite you on the podcast because this is really important to talk about. And I'm sure there are many people who might be in the audience who are still suffering from this, and this needs to be talked about. And that's one of the reasons we are here on the podcast today. So let me just start with a few questions that I had out of my curiosity. We have talked about your incredible journey from homelessness and the abusive relationship to becoming a hormone balance coach. So, can you just share the turning point that looked like? What does it look like for you? And how did you actually come up on this? How did you think of this? Because somebody, as you have just mentioned, that somebody who's trying to commit a suicide suddenly turns into a wellness coach is really amazing. But is it's a I would say destiny, or it's blessed by God, or maybe you haven't had a transformation. What happened because of which you thought of this? So just please let us know.
Yeah, the biggest takeaway I took from last year was my mindset change. It's all about your mental aspect of it first, right? Everyone can help you. You can have everyone tell you, everyone talk to you, but it's all about yourself first, right? How tired or exhausted of you of being your old self? How tired and exhausted of you of looking in the mirror every single day and saying, this is not who I want to be, and I want to be better, right? From there, that's what my turning point was. I was sick and tired of being my own self I was sick and tired of repeating the same exact things that happened to me every single time I had this issue. And that's where I decided to make a shift of saying, this is for me now, and I want this now for myself. The dreams and goals I want is to be able to take care of myself, but my future family, my future wife, my future kids, and my future in-laws, right? I want to be able to do that and enjoy the life I really want. And so when I decided to get back into the business I'm doing, having a global international business of helping people balance their hormones, being a health and wellness coach and a kinesiologist, I really said to myself that I'm so sick of tired of being broke. I'm so sick of tired of being homeless. I was so sick of tired of always giving up on life when there's so much things for me out there. So that's my really turning point of last year of saying, I'm so sick of tired of being my old self. It's time for a change.
Right. So it's more about realization, right? Self-realization. Right.
It's self-positive talk and mindset talk, mental mindset talk. The way we talk to ourselves is so important, right? We talk about ourselves negatively, we're just gonna go down here from there.
Yeah.
But we self-talk ourselves positively, it's just gonna go up, right? It takes time. Of course, things takes time. It took me how long to become the person I am today? After a year of being where I'm at last year, it's an upgrade every year, right? But it takes time and positive talk, but it also takes other people helping you out too, right? I had a lot of relationships through this to really work on my self development to become the person I am today.
Right. So how many years so far with the business now?
I'm with the business for 5 years already. I started during COVID. I wanted to make a change for myself in terms of bettering my health. Right. I'm actually on my health journey right now. I started back in April to really focus on my health and become better. And I think you probably have a question about that soon. So I'm gonna save that for that question that you're gonna ask me.
Yeah, because me and my team, we have gone through your profile and we've seen the transformational videos and reels that you have been posting. And it's amazing to see that. It's very motivational, actually. And that's one of the reasons I want people to, to know your journey and get inspired. So at least if this podcast could save somebody's life, could have a transformation that, that you had in your life. That's the basic, agenda and idea. All right. So to move into the next question that, many people struggle in silence when it comes to the toxic relationships or the personal loss. So, what advice would you actually give to somebody who has felt stuck in the past or doesn't know how to start over in case they had this kind of mindset and thought process? So, what would you say about that?
I think the biggest aspect is the word starting over. Everyone's so scared of that word. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what it is, but it could probably by growing up and people saying it's so afraid of starting over. I started over, I think twice already, maybe three times. Right? I came from Hawaii to North Cal, from San Francisco to LA now. So I started over many times, and I started over from scratch. And the advice I want to give people is that don't be afraid to start over because now you can change your story. Don't be afraid to start over because now you can change your story and you can change your reality. So don't be afraid of it. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's almost like saying that if you don't fail, you it doesn't seem that you has had any challenges and you succeed in your life. So failure doesn't make you stop.
Right.
It actually is a milestone in your path to the success that you had in the future. All right, so it's very interesting, and the way we are progressing, I'm sure we are going to exceed 30 minutes, but it's a very interesting conversation. And I know you have a very busy schedule, but let's just see how it goes. All right. So the third question that I want to ask you is: you mentioned about helping people balance their hormones, which is more about your business now. So how do you actually get into this field, and why do you believe this hormone health is important, is vital, and is very important for overall well-being of any individual?
I think the best thing is balancing. People might get so confused about what hormones are, right? We have it in our bodies, our hunger hormones, our stress hormones, and our happiness hormones, right? The biggest three that people probably heard of. And the cool part of how I got into it was I was so tired of being fat. I'm not gonna lie, I was so tired of being fat. I had pre-cholesterol, pre-diabetes, and hypertension. And at 21 years old, or 20 years old, 21 years old, I never thought I would have that, right? And you're like, oh, this guy's young, he's an athlete, he plays tennis, etc. How does this guy have this? I was fat, guys. I was 260 pounds, 260 pounds during that time, and I was looking for a solution because I just couldn't. I was just so tired of looking in the mirror, right? And that's actually how I got started with this. And the cool thing about what I have and what I've realized is that everything I do is all natural, holistic, homeopathic, and it comes from nature. And that's the best part of it. And yes, I was so tired of being 260 pounds. And I lost during that time, 5 years ago when I had this, I only lost, I went from 260 to 225. And within actually 3 months, with not having a calorie deficit, without starving myself, with just going to the gym and really eating whole foods. But that's not the crazy part. It's actually the crazy part is now. I actually, when I moved down here, I gained a lot of weight from stress and I decided to go back to the business. I actually was at my second heaviest at 254 pounds, Dr. Artie. 254 pounds. And I was so tired of looking in the mirror, right? As a tennis coach, I'm not a parent yet, and I was thinking about this in my head is if I was a parent, would I want a fat coach coaching my kid? That's how I kind of looked at it, right? Would I want a fat
Yeah.
coach doesn't have any cat run with my kids? Would I have him as a coach? And I said, heck no, right? And that's where I changed my shift of mindset. And honestly, guys, physical health works through mental health, and you can have both really quick, really fast. The cool journey about it is I just weighed myself this morning. I came from 254 in mid-April, and now we're in beginning of July, mid-July. Let's say mid-July, I am down 54 pounds. I'm actually at 200 pounds. And the last time I saw that 200 pounds was my first year of college, which was how old am I now? 28, 10 years ago. So I'm super excited to share what it is. And I didn't starve myself. I didn't go on a calorie deficit. All I did was work my balance hormones, really get my inflammation down my body, get my gut health correctly, and now I look a lot better than before. I feel healthy, I feel confident, and I can enjoy life so much better. And I can coach my students and do the workouts with my students, and not tell like not getting comments from my students like, "Oh, Coach Peter's fat, he can't do this, or he doesn't have the energy to do so." So that's actually how I got into it. Was I wanted to help people really understand their body internally and not from the outside.
And that's really, really important, actually, what you're talking about. And before we talk about the homelessness and the story behind this transformation, I am just very curious to know because you're not even seeing the guy you're talking about. So, are you talking about yourself? Because this transformation is really crazy. And then, could you just brief us? What do you do? What is a part of your schedule, and what do you do for this kind of transformation? Because it's really insane. It's not practically possible the way you're talking. So, if you could just walk us through your journey in short. So it is I could also learn and lose my weight.
I think that the cool part about we have two different things in life. I was just actually talking about that earlier. Was discipline and motivation. Be
Right.
so motivated to what we need to do, but not a lot of people have the discipline for it, right? And the discipline is not like you have to go on a diet. The discipline is not about you go on a calorie deficit. The discipline is not about you starving yourself, but about these cool, actually, these cool body balance drops that we sell around the world, worldwide, globally, in 60 different countries right now. And I know we're trying to expand to India. That's my ultimate goal right now. But to really share how nature can really heal our bodies internally. And that's the biggest aspect a lot of people don't understand is we have our Western medicine, we have our supplements that's not regulated, but how can we regulate our body using the right things? The biggest aspect of really my transformation is really understanding what I put in my body and really understanding what the company I decide to partner up with and decide to use um, really emphasize on third-party testings, clinical studies to make sure that we're not just putting trash in our bodies, but putting the right things, right? If you look at the world right now, advertisement is based off of what? Of superstars like Tom Brady, Leon Messi, Ronaldo, right? I 100% tell you as that now is they're paid to just drink that on the commercials, but they don't drink that normally. Let me tell you as that now, right?
Right. So,
Here, right, the cool part about this I'm naturally here. I'm a real life person that Dr. Artie got me on Instagram and she sees my transformation and I'm a real life person. I get this is my marketing, right? I'm not Leon Messi or Ronaldo or Tom Brady or Peyton Manning out there. I'm just myself, a normal guy who decided to make a difference to his body, taking these products and now looking a lot better than ever, right? So that's in terms of my body transformation. That's really what the story is I'm just a normal guy and I'm helping so many people around the world doing the same thing I'm doing.
All right. So, looking at the social media nowadays, because there's a lot of influence of social media, and you might also agree on the same. So, there's always a dilemma and myth on social media on something what is true, what is not true. So, I was going through a documentary, and I came across this perspective that you're not okay, and you should not be taking supplements for your body because it's not good for your health. Does that make any sense to you? What do you think about that?
So
So,
supplement,
some
yeah. So the
yeah. So
supplement
the supplement
because it's
because it's
that's the
that's
thing
the
that's
thing that's
crazy right now is that supplements are not in America. It's not FDA approved, right? It's not really like
really
a lot of they're not party testings. So what the biggest part is making sure that the supplement that you decide to take, do research about it. Are they
right.
doing third party testing? Are they releasing public information about their clinical studies and the company that I work with, is that we have 30 third-party tests. We're Olympic certified, and we publish everything. It's all publicated. We work with doctors. It's all publicated so people can see. So when you take the supplements that you decide you want to buy at the grocery store or supplement place, do your research first before you buy it. Don't buy it because people are telling you to buy it. Buy it because you believe in what the product can do for you and what their testing is. For me, as a skeptical supplement person, I had to do my research. And why? Because I don't want to just put things in my body that I don't believe in. So now using the products and really seeing the transformation and the producing of what I am now, my transformation, I can believe saying that, okay, these products really work. It's really released with the clinical studies, it's released with the third party testing, and you can't go wrong. It's Olympic certified. The biggest aspect right now in the world is doping, right? Doping on whatever drugs they're doing so that they can enhance their performance. These enhance my performance. I still compete. I'm still a semi pro tennis player. I'm still a professional tennis coach, right? Going on whatever I'm doing right now, competing, and still being the healthiest I could ever be because of the products that we have and how natural it is.
Right. So, would you mind sharing the name of the company in case somebody wants to contact you and seek your guidance or seek the pills from your company? So we can mention that on the handle also, and you
Yes.
can just mention it now.
So the best part is to really contact me at Coach Peter Ho on Instagram or Facebook at Peter Ho. And I'll actually talk about more about it when we talk. But my company is called Partner and Co. As I said, it's a very global company in 60 different countries in the world right now, and we're still expanding. But for more information, I would love to really chat with you guys in person because I want to get to know what your goals are, and I want to be able to help you achieve it too.
Right. So, with anybody having question in the audience, please contact him through his handle. He's there on Facebook. He's there on Instagram. And in case required, I will also mention handle in the YouTube video after the posting. So you might contact him directly, and he's very prompt in responding. So I'm sure he will get back to you very soon. All right. So moving to the next question. Talking about your background. So being homeless, it's a profound life experience. I can't even imagine if somebody is, how might the person might feel going through this. So that is not merely truly understandable and understand until you explain us how you have gone through the same. So what did this time teach you about resilience, about survival, about human connections? If you could just brief us about that.
Yeah, honestly, through my homelessness, I've learned two things, two biggest things. The people that you thought was going to be by your side, they will never be by your side, right? You can know them for 15, 20 years. They're not going to be by your side. The people that I was afraid and ashamed and nervous to talk about is the people who cared about me. That's what the two things I really learned about the social connection and how it works is there's just so many things that are out there and so much negative things that are out there that people don't really see, and people only see the good in it, right? When you make the money, when you're successful, when you're up here, that's when people are like, oh yeah, I want to be your friend, I want to be next to you, I want to do this, right? But when you're down here, when you're down and digging your hole, that's when you see the real personality of someone else. And that's what I've learned. Like the people I thought was gonna be my friend, gonna really help me, gonna really build me up. Those are the people that I've lost total trust in. And I would never want to be talking to them ever again. I'm not saying that in a revengeful way. It's because I got disrespected even though during that time when people were down, um, I was there to help them out, even at 2, 3 in the morning, right? But when I was in the hardship of it, no one helped me out. No one wanted to be there for me. And that's what I really learned about that is that I never got that help. So the biggest aspect of it, it was lonely. I was by myself, and the only person that I had to talk to was myself, right? I had to battle the negativity mentally because during that time I was still in the relationship. I didn't exit the relationship because I was still stuck in that area where I wanted to help change something about the relationship. I wanted to make something different, but I didn't, and that's where it turned to the abusive part. But during the homelessness, I ate fast food a lot. I destroyed my body internally, and I don't ever wish this upon anybody else. Do I regret being homeless and that journey? There's some days I do, but at the same time, as we talk about failures, right? I've learned that that homelessness brought to the person I am today. Talking about imposter syndrome. I thought I was the best. I thought I was gung ho. I thought I was the richest guy in the world, spending the money that I didn't have. And now it made me homeless, being in debt. But now really rebuilding myself to where I'm at today. I'm not saying I'm successful, Dr. Artie. I'm not saying that I'm successful now, but I'm on my way and the steps to it through my healing journey. And I want to be able to bring people with me in this journey because there's so many people that are in that place that I was looking for help, seeking for help. But let me tell you, the strangers will always support you more than people beside you. And I want to be that stranger that supports anybody that listens to this podcast. I want to support whoever really wants to change their life. And I want to be able to help them personally.
Yeah, so I wish you all the best for the same because your cause is very, very noble. It's very important. And I guess I'm sure people might start joining you because they actually are looking for a genuine guidance, which you are showcasing them through your handles. So I'm sure they would trust the journey and then start, following you. And of course, I also second the thought that yes, somebody who is not there with you when you're in the downtime should not be supposed to be there when you're on your higher point in life. So yeah, that's the right decision of leaving those people and moving on. So, talking about your transformation and your shift, like your migration or allocation, rural allocation from Hawaii to the northern California and now to the south. So, how has your journey across these different places shaped your identity and your mission?
I thought as I went from California, that was the thing for me, right? I was like, I followed a girl. I was like, this is it. I got this. Became the youngest tennis director, right? I actually was the youngest assistant director in Hawaii already. And I've really reached upon his skill set and my career in Hawaii. So I wanted more. I wanted more. And that was the push was, okay, well, that now I have a girl. I'm going to follow her to Northern Cal. I did it. And it was so different. When people say, I'm going to treat you like family, they don't. I really learned that about Northern Cal is that's such a false statement. Like, oh, they want to make a work community. They want to do this. They want to do that. But that's so false. Um, and I've learned that it's not like Hawaii. In Hawaii, it's a family. But when it's Northern California, it's not. But when it's SoCal, the thing about SoCal here is what I love is I get the competitiveness of North Cal and the relaxation of Hawaii and putting it together. I think this is the perfect setting for me, where I get to be competitive as a tennis coach. I get to become the best version of myself and become the best tennis coach there is out there. And I also get to chill, like I get to relax a little bit because there's no pressure that's on me to become the best tennis. So I would say the mindset was very different, but now I get to enjoy my life a lot more and really get to work when I want to and then really achieve the dreams and to turn into reality. So that's the biggest aspect of it.
All right. So let me understand. So initially, your family was in Hawaii, right? And you moved to
I
California
actually
for
moved by
work,
myself. I moved by myself. My family's still in Hawaii. So
right? And
my
you
family is
moved
still
to
in Hawaii.
California
I
for the
decided to
girl, behind the girl, right?
yes, yes,
Wow.
yes.
All right. And that's
But you
when
know
you
what's
realized
funny is that
that's when you realized your relationship was very toxic, right? Because you did not expect the right support that you were expecting from her, right?
right, right. And
Okay.
it's a slow. It's funny because you say that. It's actually I moved to SoCal for another girl. But let me tell you why that's different and why this is really different. Is that the girl I'm dating now, this amazing girl, is someone I've always had And the reason why I decided to move down to was I wanted to start a new book in my life, not a new chapter in my life, but a new book in my life, a new series. What amazing about this person is that she doesn't care about what I have. It's about the personality that I bring into the relationship. And that's where this is so healthy, right? Compared to having a toxic relationship where that wasn't my first toxic relationship. I had two, right? I guess third time is the charm, but this is the third one that I think this is where I'm gonna say this is the one, right? The last two relationships came from the biggest aspect of it was money, and I want to really share about that to you guys. If the relationship is based on money, it is wrong, right? Should be based off personality. Yes, the money will come as a guy, as you really want to work hard for your woman. If you want to be able to provide for your woman and do the things you really want to do, you're gonna find a way, right? If you want it, you will find a way. If you don't want it, you'll find an excuse. And that's where the relationship gets toxic. It's when you find so much excuse to try to get out of it. And that was me. That's what I've learned is that I found every way excuse to try to exit the relationship because I could not afford it and that person wasn't right for me. And that's when you know quitting is quitting and it's okay to quit. It's okay to start over. So
Yes.
that's what I really want to share is I did this all alone. My family's not away. And let me tell you this, because of my business this year, I was able to travel back to Hawaii, not just one, not just two, but three times this year, this past 6 months. So I want to say that this is what really changed my mindset from being, guys, I was just homeless last year, not just a year ago. I was homeless, but now really changing my life to saying, I'm so tired of being where I'm now striving to be where I'm at now. So I wanted to really share that.
Yeah, that's really inspiring actually, and astonishing at the same time for me. But it's commendable the way you have transformed yourself. So, moving to the next question, which is the last one, because I know you have a very busy schedule and looking at your time zone, I don't want to keep you up late at night. So,
It's
yeah,
okay.
so
I love being on this show.
right, same here. I've been enjoying your talk too. So the last question that I want to ask you is about your community, the building the new community you have now. So how are you now building a community to help others grow and thrive? And what does this community look like? And how can somebody become a part of this and benefit in the future? So maybe now that's the prospect to look for people, and that's where people will start finding for you. Just a brief about that.
I think the first thing about community is us like-minded, like you. They're so sick of tired of being their own self. And to be part of the community that we have here, I would love to say, hey, contact me first. I would love to hear you out first. That's the biggest aspect. I want to hear what you want to change. And from there, I can help you strive into the community that I have. A lot of us in the community, we help each other out. We're worldwide. I have people in Australia, I have people in Asia, Canada, Europe, everywhere around the world that's helping each other out become a positive relationship here and creating that positivity. I can't wait to really meet everybody. I haven't met everybody yet. We said everything is online now and everyone's around the world, but I can't wait to meet them in actually September when we have our biggest conference here worldwide in Dallas, Texas. And as I said, my transformation has been so great, and everyone's transformation has been so great that I can't see the new body transformation at the event. So our community is so positive, so energetic, and we always want to help people around the world become where we're at right now.
Right. So we are looking forward to even collaborate from India as soon as we expand your business, and I'm sure it's going to be a great hit. Yeah. So, any last advice or suggestions you would like to give to the audience from your side?
But the last advice I would give is don't be afraid of failure because failure is where you learn, and when you learn, you win. So that's what got me to be where I'm at right now is as much as I failed for the last 27 years, I turned 28 this year in actually a couple of weeks. The last 27 years, all that failure turned into learning, and all that learning turns into winning. So that's where I'm at.
That's so on point, very short, crisp, and in-depth advice. I hope the people hearing the podcast would benefit from it and would like to take in and learn from the same. Uh, Thank you once again for being on the show. I don't want to hold you for long now. But yeah, we're actually enjoying the podcast. I wish I would have had more questions to ask you because it's really inspiring to learn from you, from your journey. Thank you once again for sharing your powerful story with us with such honesty and heart. And your journey from the struggle to the service is now very inspiring for all of us. And you actually are a beacon of hope for many, I'm sure, after the podcast and already now, whosoever is working with you. And you're silently enduring the battles yourself, and now you have transformed yourself. I can't even think of that kind of, the previous picture image story that you have been talking about so far, because you seem a fresh personality altogether who's really boosted and motivated. So it's very good to see you, and we wish you all the best. I hope to have more conversations with you in the future whenever we require, as per the audience requirements. I hope you are there with us and we stay connected long in the future. Thank you for being on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Dr. Artie. And I said, everyone out there, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help you guys out. I would love to be part of your journey, and let's grow together.
So please contact him on the handle in case you require, and I've also posted the handle so at least you can contact him personally. Thank you so much once again. I hope you like the show. Stay tuned for the next time, same host, but with a fresh guest. All right, so this was Mr. Peter Ho with an amazing and extraordinary journey, which is very inspiring for me as well. And I'm sure for the audience who might be listening to the podcast and might be referring to the podcast whenever they do, as per their own time zones. His work in the hormone health and resilience through the homelessness with a mission to build a healthier community shows how the transformation is always positive and even from the darkest places in life. So, as we close, we just want to say this: your voice matters, your message is needed, and the light you are spreading through your purpose driven path is making a difference. Thank you for being there with us. Thank you for supporting us all through these journeys of so many guests and special speakers on the channel. Thank you for being here with us today and for reminding us all that healing, balance, and a new journey and new beginning are always within our reach, within ourselves. We just have to look at us and talk about self awareness and just get to know yourself better, your inner voice, your inner conscious. So I'll see you next time. So I hope you like the show. I hope you like the talk. And anybody who is facing these kind of challenges in life and think of suicide, please do not take those extreme steps. We have people around us to help us, and anytime if you look at the right people, they might also help you. So if you're not getting the right support, it's actually the wrong expectation you're having from the wrong people. So if you choose the right person, I'm sure they're going to help you and they're going to support you the way he got his right lady love. And then in that case, just do not think of harming yourself, because your family is there, your people who love you are actually concerned about you. So do not take those extremist steps, and just look for a ray of hope, and look for people who can support you. Talk to people around you so at least you feel relaxed and you can have a transformative journey very soon for yourself. I wish you all the best. This is your host signing off. I'll be back with another guest, interesting, motivational, inspiring guest on the talk across the globe, same time, same place, with a fresh face. Till then, this is your host signing off.